the unknown resistor with some breaking news about former Trump Advisor Peter Navarro. But first, if you enjoy our videos, kindly do us a solid and give us a retweet and a follow. Also, leave a comment and let us know what you think about Peter Navarro. So, Navarro is in FBI custody after being indicted by a federal grand jury in Washington, D.C. He was indicted for failure to produce documents demanded by the January 6th committee and for failing to show up for subpoenaed testimony before House investigators. This is awesome that he is actually in jail. He's set to appear in court later today and was on MSNBC's chief legal correspondent Ari Melber's show last night. Watch this.
I'm going to read from your filing where you talk about leading this charge.
Yeah.
You say in there, quote, if an incumbent can strip the predecessor of privilege, exactly what you just mentioned, then you say, just imagine what will happen to Biden and his advisors if Republicans win in 24. Quote, if I'm not dead or in prison, I will lead the charge. What are you threatening, and are you suggesting that you would be in a Republican White House? And what will you do?
You bet your ass.
I'll bet your ass you're not going to enjoy the food in jail.
You admit that if you end up back in power, Peter, I just want to get this on the record. You admit that if you get back in power, you will be trying to use the DOJ to issue politicized subpoenas based on Democrats you don't like?
It's not using the DOJ. It's basically I will push as hard as I can to use the same BS that the Democrats are using now to try to put me in prison.
Looks like it worked.
If they want to play that game, we'll play it right back. They hit us, we hit them back hard.
On this topic.
That's not what I want, Ari. Let me be clear. I do not want that.
What I want to see is Trump in jail.
Okay?
Well, you wrote it in a court filing and you just said it on air, sir, so it sounds like what you want. Let me play a little bit of what you said about Dr. Fauci in the same vein. I'm going to play this for your response. Take a listen to what you threatened Dr. Fauci.
What's that?
What's that is right.
Here's your future, Tony. Republicans are going to sweep and take the House back from Nancy Pelosi. And as soon as that happens, you're going to sit your down in a chair in Congress and you're going to confess to creating the virus that's killed almost 1 million Americans now. We're going to fit you for an orange jumpsuit, Tony. You can count on that.
Hey, Peter, have you ever heard of the series Orange is the New Black? I hear it's one of Orange Man's favorite shows, aside from him watching himself on Celebrity Apprentice reruns. Seriously, though, Navarro keeps claiming he doesn't have to speak to Congress because he is protected by executive privilege, even though he's been bragging about this stuff in his book and in television interviews, and he's also tried to represent himself in court. There's an old saying lawyers often use, quote, any man who represents himself in court has a fool for a client. Apparently, this jackass is not a lawyer. What I do know is that we had a jackass in the White House who tried to stage a coup, and his clown car of carnival workers worked behind the scenes to make it happen. I'm the Unknown Resistor.
Stand for Better is responsible for the content of this advertising.